welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Either way, I am so glad you are joining me. Now, it's been a while since I've been here on the YouTube. I know. I'll do another video, maybe like a catch-up vlog and like something chit-chatty for those of you who are interested in what's happened. I mean, it's nothing crazy or anything, but if you want like a old school chit-chat update, I'll do one of those later. But I want to jump back into the fun stuff. I want to jump back into having finance videos on this finance channel. For the time that I've been away from YouTube, I've still been watching YouTube, honestly, and I'm so proud of the up and coming channels and the girlies who are budgeting. I've subscribed to a few, but I see all of y'all on my recommended page, and I just want to say that this age of budgeting that we birthed, you know, like some of the OGs, like back in 2017, I was watching some like 2 years before I even jumped on the train in 2018. And just to see it now where it is 4 years later, like so much has changed and so much has evolved. So I'm super excited to get back into it and share with you guys like my updated payday routine and how I'm budgeting and tracking things and my cash envelopes and the digital methods that I use in conjunction with my planner that I've kind of strayed away from. Like, it's a lot that has gone on, but I mean, the basics are still the same. So I'm so proud of everyone who is still sticking with it, still budgeting, still using the tools that, you know, were in my older videos, because those things are timeless. You know, I may take breaks here and there, but the information that I drop is timeless. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I wanted to share something fun with you guys as I jump back in, right? I was looking at my budget that I was setting up, and I got to the grocery section, right? And the grocery line, even though it's just like a however many letter word, it stresses me out, okay? Because these prices on everything, every time you turn around, they keep on going up, up, and up. And I get kind of stressed out, like not with my budget as a whole, but like groceries. Like, it's expensive to eat, and I don't understand why. I was like, I need something to, like, how can I ease this anxiety that I have with groceries, right? So I'm like, every time I go grocery shopping, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go in here, I'm going to spend $35, $45, $50, $75, whatever. It is always like at least a third more than that. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? So one of the things that you can do wrong, like when you're going grocery shopping, is to go there while you're hungry, right? My mom taught me never to do that, even though I kind of do sometimes, but never go while you're hungry. Bad things happen. And never go without a list. Bad things happen also. I was like, I need to have something to ease this anxiety. And I'm like, what if I had an emergency budget? Like, if we needed stuff for the house, what can I put on this list if I only had $100 to spend? So I'm like, that is a good idea. So today I bring you my $100 emergency grocery budget. We are starting with probably the most popular physical place to get groceries, and that is Walmart. So before I decided that I wanted to make this a series, I'm like, oh, should I do, you know, Walmart, Target, Aldi, Meijer, there's Woodman's, there's Jewel's, there's Dominic's, there's Butera, there's like all these different grocery stores, whether local or like nationwide chains or whatever. There's a lot of places that you can go. So I'm like, you know what? Stop putting too much on it. Let's just start with Walmart. Now, this isn't sponsored or anything, but if Walmart, if you're watching, hit your girl up. I am in there probably like once a week. Sometimes I go twice a week. So yeah, Walmart, call your girl. But today I want to share with you guys like my bare bones. Like, if it came down to it, I only had $100 to spend for whatever certain amount of time frame, and we needed stuff for the house, what would I buy? So this is what I'm bringing to you today. That is what it's giving. It's pretty self-explanatory. Like I said, we're starting with Walmart, but you can do this with any store. I also like Walmart because Walmart's app it's like A1. It's up there. It gives you everything that you need is within the app. And the app sometimes has cheaper prices than in store. I noticed that this past month, and I'm like, no, cashier, can you come over here? Because you know they make you self-checkout everything. Cashier, can you come here? Because this is not what this said on here. So we are going to be pulling up the Walmart app today, and I'm going to show you in real time my $100 grocery budget. I have a family of 2. It's just me and my son here in the home. So he's 10 and a half years old right now. Y'all, don't even ask, okay? Don't even ask. He's a bottomless pit, but I think that this list that I put together, I think that it can stand up to the preteen, to the preteen diet, the bottomless pit that is this preteen boy that I have living here. So if that is something that interests you, then go ahead and stick around and subscribe if you like these types of videos. Let me know what store I should do next, because I honestly don't even know, but I'll remind you guys again at the end of the video to let me know. I really do want to make this a series. I had so much fun with this, and it is so useful, and I have it saved right here. I'm looking at it so I can pull it up anytime. Okay, do this, this, and this. So if you guys want to see what I put on my list, let me see. I have 27 items. If you want to see what 27 items I would get from Walmart current day if I had $100 to spend, then just stay tuned. Okay, so I moved to the side a little bit because I've taken the liberty to go through the app and screenshot everything that I wanted from my list, right? That's another thing with the app. It's on your phone. It's super easy for you to, if you run out of something that's in your house that you usually have, you can go ahead, quick, pull it up on the Walmart app, put it in your cart, and I use it as like a grocery list. So if I'm looking like, oh, we need more milk, oh, we need more eggs, I put that on the list and add it. So even if I don't do curbside pickup, and I put it in my cart and I don't end up hitting checkout and I just go up there and I'm in person in the store, I use it as a grocery list to still be able to stick to my budget. So I don't use like pen and paper in the grocery store anymore. That's something that has changed. I just pull it up on the Walmart app. It tells me what aisle it is, what the price is, and I can also see my total, what my total should be before I get to the register to make sure I'm on budget, because it's adding it up for you as you go. It's a game changer. It's nothing too big, but it's big. You know what I mean? So let's jump into it. Now we are at the end of 2022. And I think that we can all agree that this year has been expensive AF. So I was more than happy to do this. And this is my actual list that I'm going to be using. Like, don't at me, bro. So, sometimes you may be able to increase your list. Maybe you have 150 that paycheck, and okay, you can make another $150 list. Maybe add some things, take away some things, maybe put a little bit more expensive things or more quantity of things that you weren't able to put into your $100 budget. It's super flexible. You can just play with it like that. So in no particular order, I'm just going to go down my list and share with you guys the screenshots and add it up as we go. So a couple disclaimers before we get started. This list is assuming that we have a few staples already in the house, like seasoning, spices, condiments, vegetable oil, things like that. So I didn't include any of that on this list. And this list is in no particular order. I'm just kind of grabbing stuff. And also, if you see something on my list that you wouldn't usually get, or that your kid doesn't like, or that you think is unhealthy or whatever like that, like, we can save it. We're not here for all that. We're just looking at, the prices and what we could do with what we might have one day. So don't get too caught up on all that and what you don't like the taste of and the nutritional value of this, and that. Like, for that, you can make your own list, and I won't judge. I'll watch and won't judge, but I'm just, sharing mine. And I had another disclaimer too. I forgot. It'll probably come up as we go. So in no particular order, let's jump into it. First thing is this 4-pound bag of spaghetti. I can eat spaghetti all day, every day. If I'm on death row, like, that's my final meal. Like, I love spaghetti. Just spaghetti me, please. So that's $3.12, and that is kicking off our list. Second thing is shredded sharp cheddar cheese. I cannot say that. But yeah, I did also do generics where I could. Sometimes you can't tell the difference. Other times it's like completely personal preference, and the generic tastes like cardboard, so you'd rather go with the brand. Sometimes that is what it is. Here is not the case, but I just thought of that, so I just thought I'd throw that in. So this little bag of cheese is for $2.22. Very versatile. You can put it on broccoli. You can put it on potatoes. You can put it on the top of your pizza, things like that. Third thing on the list, let me see, is a 5-pound bag of rice. Like, this will go super far in the household. It's super versatile. You can use this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it sticks to your ribs. More carbs, please. Next thing on the list, and that rice was $2.78. The next thing on the list is a 5-pound bag of potatoes. Also something that'll go very far, very versatile. It'll stretch. If you have, some vegetable oil, cut up the potatoes after you clean them, cut them up, put some vegetable oil on them, some salt, put them in the deep fryer, put them in the air fryer. Or if you want to, make a baked potato, make a roasted potato, make a twice baked potato. Potatoes be potatoing, okay? That 5-pound bag of potatoes is $2.62. Next thing is pizza sauce. Now, one of the greatest discoveries ever was the the ability to make pizza at home and not have to only go get it or pay for delivery. But it's only a couple ingredients, and we have been duped into paying so much money for pizza, for like bread, sauce, and cheese. Like, you understand? Like, if you really think about it, it's bread, sauce, and cheese. Like, even if you add pineapples and anchovies, black olives, jalapeno peppers, mushroom, like, it's still just a layer of things that we pay so much money for. So I'm like, bump that. So my sister and I, we've been making pizza at home, her more than me, but we've been making pizza at home a lot in the past year or two. So I like it. Picasso. This little jar of pizza sauce is $1.42, and it'll go a long way. That's what I was going to say. All these quantities are a quantity of one also. So I didn't want to, number one, add to my total, but number two, I didn't want to be too greedy, and just like get stuff just because I could. I wanted to leave room in the budget, and also that'll force you kind of to be more creative with your things. Like, of course, if you get a 5-pound bag of potatoes, you're not going to have potatoes the same way every night. So it forced me to be more creative with the things I have and not just load up on a lot of one thing and call it a budget. You know what I mean? The pizza sauce was $1.42. A little goes a long way. This will probably be 4 or 5 pizzas out of this little jar. Next thing is, of course, the pizza crust. 2 pizza crusts come in this little vacuum seal container for $3.17. They are really good. Y'all, they are good. They're seasoned. They taste really good. They're buttery. You can even add a little bit of olive oil to the outside, and it tastes like Giordano's who? Pizza Hut who? We don't know them. It's good. Try it. Next thing is a 42-ounce thing of oatmeal. In this house, we like oatmeal. We really like things that stick to your ribs. Dang. Carbs, pasta, oatmeal, like real like stuff, So I put this, I think this is the big thing of Quaker, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not looking at it right now. I'm just doing this off of memory, but I think it's the big thing of Quaker oats. That's also a staple. $5.68 will go a long way. You only need a cup and a half, 2 cups, or whatever to feed a couple people. You scoop it out. This isn't the instant kind. I do like the instant kind, but if I was, in the situation, again, this is what I would do, and I would make it stretch for longer. Again, assuming you have spices and you have cinnamon, you have sugar, you got butter, things like that to put it in and, fix it up to however you like it. Next thing, going along with the cheese, again, if we jump back up, I'm going to add mozzarella to the list. So we got sharp cheddar and we got mozzarella. For the pizza, or if you want to do some type of sandwich, anything like that, I like having different types of cheeses, so I added in mozzarella. Thing is a gallon of milk for $2.52. I don't usually do gallons, but if I were really, really, really needing to save money, I would do the gallon because it's so much cheaper than the half gallon that I usually get. Right now, I'm in the position where I'm like, I don't want to waste the other half of gallon because it'll expire before we use it. But if I was in this situation, I'm like, we're doing the full gallon and we're going to make it work. You know what I mean? So a full gallon of milk for $2.52. Next, we got, a can of manwich. Manwich is good. Sloppy Joes are good. That's another thing that's something quick for dinner. And usually we have leftovers too. Even if we have 2 sandwiches one night, we have enough for leftovers for at least 1 sandwich each the next night too. So that is also really cheap. It's $1.26. We had a lot of manwich growing up. Next is a thing of mac and cheese for $3.43. More pasta, more cheese, please. You can also add this in as a side to a lot of different dishes. Lunch meat for $4. Make a good sandwich. Make a sandwich for lunch and sit down somewhere, okay? Next thing is Italian sausage. I like adding Italian sausage into my spaghetti. And also, like I said, this is in no particular order, but I remember this was the last item that I added to my list because it's not necessary for my spaghetti, you know what I mean? But it just takes it that much further to when you're eating the spaghetti, with the ground beef, and then you got those few pieces that look like ground beef, but then you bite it, but it's really not. It's Italian sausage. Like, it just hits me different in my soul. And that's how I knew my mama got paid back in the day, because she only added Italian sausage when she had extra money, but she would never tell us when she did. A lot of the times we just had physical spaghetti noodles and tomato sauce. And sometimes she made catfish, but we couldn't, since we had catfish, we couldn't have meat in the spaghetti. So we knew when she made spaghetti with meat that it was a day. And when she made spaghetti with meat and Italian sausage, man, she shut it down. I'm like, oh, you got paid today. That's what it is. So it's not necessary for my spaghetti, but I do really, really like it. So I added this on the list last. And one package for one thing of spaghetti, I use it for like a full thing from one pot of spaghetti, was $3.87. Next on the list may, ruffle some feathers. People have a love-hate relationship with hot dogs, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I know, like, if you really think about it, okay, it may be, like, a little weird, but how often do we think about that stuff? And why are you? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to think about that. It tastes good, and you can't tell me that you ain't never had a hot dog in your life. That you ain't never ate no hot dog in your life. And that you wouldn't eat a hot dog if you really needed it. You really wouldn't eat no noodles if you was really hungry. You would eat a hot dog. Don't play with me. You gonna eat a hot dog. These are my favorite kind. These are my sister's least favorite kind, but this is the kind that we eat in the house, and they're cheap. They used to be 88 cents. If you remember, if you know, you know. This brand used to be 88 cents. Take me back to then, please. It wasn't even that long ago. I don't know what happened, but now it's $1.42, and it's been creeping up, every like half a year for a while now, and I don't like that. I don't like that. If you're listening, I think it's Bar S. Yeah. You're wrong. Another meat I got on the list is ground beef. Ground beef, again, versatile. Spaghetti, number one. Then you got, tacos. You got different types of dishes. Then you got your manwich. You can use that for that, I was trying to think of things that we like to eat in the house. And I like to start with a protein. Like, okay, if this is the protein that we have for the meal, what can I branch off and make with that? I added ground beef. Of course, I added the biggest one that I could find, $9.42, which is plenty enough for this household, and of course you chop it up, put it in the freezer. Next on the list is garlic bread. We love garlic. We love bread. My sister was like, one thing my nephew gonna do is he gonna eat him some garlic bread. He will eat garlic bread any time of the day with any meal. If I gave it to him with his oatmeal in the morning for breakfast, he would eat that garlic bread. He would not ask no questions. Then we got some fries. I like a good crinkle fry. Okay, you can McDonald's fry me. You can steak fry me a little at select locations. But at the basis, in my core, I am a crinkle cut fry girl. And I love the Walmart brand. They're not too thick. They're just thick enough. In the blue bag. The one in the red bag is like the straight ones, which are okay, but they are really thick and they take a really long time to fry. And they don't be done in the middle a lot of the times. The red bag is weird, okay? Crinkle fry me, please, in the blue bag, okay? The biggest one they got is $5.98, so I had to add that to the list. Then we got 18 count of eggs. And eggs, I think, have been creeping on the come up, okay? I don't know who had the first audacity to make 12 eggs cost that much. But then who had, the second audacity to make the 18 ones even more? I don't get it, okay? But why do 18 eggs cost $5.20? I don't understand. But I had to add that to the list. We love having eggs for breakfast. I like a good omelet. Elijah doesn't. I don't know what's up with him because he loves cheese eggs, but I can't give him an omelet. He won't eat it. Because the egg is too big. He doesn't like it like that. Okay, whatever. Omelets, scrambled eggs, of course, scrambled cheese eggs, of course. And you can even switch it up, put it in dinner, make you some stir fry, some vegetable fried rice, and put a crack of egg in there. Girl. Next up are corn tortillas. This is pretty self-explanatory for my tacos that would go with the ground beef, that would go with the fries. I remember I worked with this Puerto Rican girl and she was like, who eats tacos and fries? I'm like, who doesn't eat tacos with fries? Okay, comment down below. Have you ever had tacos with fries on the side? Like, that's what we do up here. I don't know. Is that not a thing? Let me know. Do you get fries on the side with your tacos? Let me know. Sorry, I put the corn tortillas on there, and they are $1.98. Super cheap, and for a super like thick stack of them, they last for a while in the house. And then probably the most expensive thing on the list, I think, yeah, the most expensive thing we can put in the category with the eggs. Same animal, that's why. Same animal is the chicken breast. I know y'all remember this summer where they could not keep chicken wings in stock. Like, they were like, chicken wings were $20. That was crazy prices for chicken wings. Then they kind of calmed down because they said it was a shortage. Then they calmed down, but now I feel like the chicken breast is just as much, and they think that we don't notice. Okay, why are these chickens like held on a pedestal all of a sudden? I don't know, and we have to pay so much? I don't know. Chicken breast can go in a lot of different meals. Also, I eat it with pasta all the time, of course. I have this like pasta spaghetti that my mom used to make. What's that? It's like rigatoni. Okay, I'll put you up on game real quick. Rigatoni pasta, boil that with some tomato sauce. Season up your tomato sauce real good, and then fix some chicken breast. Boil it in a skillet with some Lowry seasoned salt, or season it how you like it, both sides. And then you cut the chicken breast into real thin strips or small cubes. Sprinkle that. So then in your bowl, you use your tongs when everything's done. Use your tongs, put the rigatoni on the bottom, then scoop out some sauce. Put it on there, add a little tomato chunks in the sauce, for presentation. Pour that on there with a ladle, and then put your chicken breast on the top with a little bit of juice. Girl, with the juice from the chicken, the seasoned juice that dripped off the chicken, girl, period. That's a real cheap dinner that we had a lot growing up too. So chicken breasts are very versatile. They can be fried, dyed, laid to the side. I made some chicken parm not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, with some thin sliced chicken breast. You can fix them all at once and kind of like meal prep for the week. I don't have to tell y'all. Chicken breasts, they go hard in the paint. Then I got some Cheez-Its, something fun added to the list for my son. He is ride or die for Cheez-Its, extra toasty, bruh. He doesn't like the white cheddar at all. He'll tolerate the original, but extra toasty, like the ones that are almost burnt, he likes, but he won't eat an omelet. I don't get it. So I added this to the list for him because they go a long way with him. They do make him happy. He loves having Cheez-Its in a little bag like he's a little kid again. I give him a few Cheez-Its to take to school, and he loves it. So I had to add this to the list for him. Then we got some more cheese. We got slices of cheese. Like to make a good grilled cheese. Okay, we can put a half a slice of cheese on top of the tacos. Don't act like y'all ain't never done that when you make the tacos at home. Melt the cheese on that, put it in the microwave. Cheese is real good to have. Put it in your eggs, things like that. I used to sneak downstairs and eat slices of cheese. I liked cheese so much growing up, like it was ridiculous. Like that's how my mom would get me to take medicine, is because I didn't like the taste. I'm like, no, I don't want to take it. She's like, I'll give you a slice of cheese after. And I'd be like, okay. I just wanted a slice of cheese. Like I would keep a slice of cheese on me at all times. So I added that to the list, and the cheese slices are $2.68. Next up, another staple side in this household are these Knorr butter noodle sides. These used to also be 99 cents. Think I don't know. They used to also be 10 for 10. What is this price here? We got $1.32. Why do you feel like you can do that? I don't know, Knorr. I don't know why you feel like you can do that, but they go hard on the side. I'm not even going to lie. With chicken breast, chicken wings, they have all different types of flavors, but the butter noodles are my favorite. Second favorite is the butter Parmesan rice. They snapped on that. It feels luxurious. You know how like you go to a restaurant and they put the rice in a little cup and then they turn it upside down so the rice is in the shape of the little cup, of the little bowl? That's what it feels like you're eating when you eat that Parmesan rice. I kid you not. Try it and tell me it doesn't taste fancy as hell. Tell me it don't taste fancy as hell. If I had more room in my budget, I would take something off and put in more than one of these, but I had to stick with the theme going down. I would add like 5-10 of these to my cart, not gonna lie. One time I tried to add 10 and it said that I exceeded the limit for one person. So I don't know if that means that you only had 9 in stock, or you trying to tell me that I don't need 10 personally. Another tortilla I added to the list were the burrito tortillas, the real big ones that come in the pack, big enough to make a burrito. I like also adding my scramble, like my egg scramble in the morning, to a burrito shell, flour. It's flour shell, and I roll it up in there. So I like adding like cheese, jalapeno, and sausage. That's my favorite. And if I'm out at the restaurant, I'll add mushroom, but I don't really buy mushrooms, so I never have any on hand. And also I like to chop it up, toss it in a tortilla, roll it up, and make a breakfast burrito. Roll it up and make a breakfast burrito. Like, that go hard too, and it just adds like that extra layer to really fill you up. And they are also super cheap. They are $1.98 for 8. Also, like I just mentioned, I like putting sausage in there, so I had to add this breakfast sausage to the list, $4.82. I actually prefer sausage over bacon. Let me know which one you like better, bacon or sausage. I just like having a side. It just makes it that much heartier to me. I just like breakfast sausage. When we used to go out to family reunions and we used to drive and stop at Bob Evans or Cracker Barrel or something, I would petition to get people sausage off of their plate and or try to convince them to choose sausage instead of bacon on the menu, just because there was a chance that I would get their sausage. All right, so bringing up the rear, we got 2 more items. The next one, of course, is a loaf of bread. Number one, how dare you? Like, bread is also getting very expensive. For one loaf, this one loaf is $2.68. I know that's a lot. I know that you can get things cheaper. Hell, I should have said that as one of my disclaimers, that a lot of the stuff you may be able to get for cheaper in your area. I don't know. This also goes in the bucket of the generic version, where it's like sometimes you can taste the difference and you really prefer having that brand. So this was one that I like, the Sara Lee butter bread. Not so much the wheat, and not a lot of stores have it. And it was on the low for a while, and it was kind of hard to find too. And now they started to put it on the bottom. So like, you really got to get down there and look. But this one goes hard, I promise. It's white bread, so it's a little less healthy for you, I know, but it just tastes really good. It toasts up really good in the toaster. Like, the jelly be spreading evenly. Like, I really like this type of bread right here. So that was $2.68. And finally, to round out the list, we have a bag of apples. Something else that goes hard in my house that Elijah loves for like an afternoon snack. He takes to school all the time. He eats one, before basketball or after basketball, or if I pick him up from school and we got to go somewhere, and, the kid's first question is, what's for dinner? What are we going to eat? I kind of have like an apple in the back seat, so when he gets in, he'll see it, and I'll tie him over. It'll buy me some time while we're out of the store, while I got him running errands with me. So yeah, we like this 4 or 5 pound bag of apples. We like Granny Smith. Again, that's a great debate. I know they got 27 different kinds of apples. We like the Granny Smith because it just, of the tartness of the, it just seems like a snap back when you bite it. You know what I mean? We've always just really liked Granny Smith apples in my family, and Elijah is no exception. I like it how it hit back here, you know what I mean? And this particular brand at Walmart, I've tried other brands from other stores that have a bag of Granny Smith apples. This one is the best. I mean, I've given them to people like who've come to my house, and they're like, where you get this apple from, or where you be getting them apples from, or can I get an apple before I leave type shit. $4.12. Small price to pay for, I think you get like 10 or 12 apples in the bag. They rarely come bruised up or anything like that. It's just a really, really good brand of apple. So trust me on that. All right. Those are all 27 items on my list. And if we add it all up, if the math is math, then we are at $100.61. We did it. We did it. We did it. Okay. We're 61 cents over. This is before tax also. So if we add another couple percent for tax, and we'll go over a little bit. But again, we skimmed the surface. We covered a lot of different food groups, a lot of different combinations of things that we can make, or that I can make. I'm not going to put this on you. That I can make with these different items, things that we like in the house. Again, if you would have added something, taken it away, not eaten something, or been able to get it for a better deal, or, would have got more than that, that's on you. I hope that you like this type of video. It was super fun to put together, and I'm so glad that I have it right now. So like I said, I'm going to be using this and keeping it, because there are going to be times it's not if anymore. It seems like it's when. you know, and the more that you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So we're just going to go through our budget line items and be like creating emergency budgets for a lot of different categories in our budget. And even speaking to that, we're going to make this a series also. So we're going to do another grocery store later. So comment down below if you've made it this far. Comment down below and let me know what grocery store I should do next. What grocery stores are common in your area that I can look up, preferably some with an app. I know some sites have websites where you can go and get coupons, and maybe, you know, your price will be even lower than this. That's super variable and it's super like case by case basis, but let me know what you'd like to see, what you'd like me to try. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I will be back with other finance videos. The finance videos are not dead over here on MGB. Get ready for a whole new channel refresh in the new year. I finally feel like also that I'm more prepared to do more, to be able to do more content, you know. I'm at like kind of this place in my mind, in my head, in my life, in my spirit, in my journey, in my growth, all that, where I feel more confident, you know, and I feel like everything doesn't have to be like so rigid and things can be more fluid, and I feel like I have everything that I need to create the life that I want, and I should start doing that, and I want to share those things with you guys. So I'm not going to hold back on the basis of things not being right or not being perfect or not being the right time or feeling like the market is saturated or like this person can do it better. Like, it's time out for that, and I thank you guys for sticking with me through me figuring that out. I'm just super appreciative of everyone that still stuck around. I think I lost like 100 subscribers in the 6 months or so that I haven't posted, but that's nothing compared to the amount of love that I get from you guys on a daily basis yet, and still, despite, you know, different phases or whatever that I may be going through behind the scenes. So gratitude, gratitude, gratitude always, and I thank you guys so much for watching. Also, I want to share some more digital budgeting coming up here in the new year. It's going to be less paper and more digital, which I never thought that I would say when it comes to budgeting, but here we are, and I can't wait to share that with you guys. Stick around to the channel, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.